I think you're going to give Vinland a heart attack.
Yeah, that one was probably the closest. Yeah, I mean, I executed a little bit better. Just obviously, competition's getting harder and harder, so I got to be a little bit more closer. You know, it was a little bit better. It wasn't in last, now with 200 meters. So I think I definitely gave Coach Finn a little, heart was racing a little bit, but a little Q, hey, I made it. That's all that matters. You know, I made it to the next round, so back to business now.
When did you start that kick in this one?
Definitely a little bit further back. I knew I was far, just with Bryce and all of them, kind of him and Jonah were going after it. Probably like 150, I tried moving. Probably didn't like really switch gears until probably like 80 meters. That's just because I know I can just kind of finish it fully out, so I kind of just waited for the perfect moment. Obviously, at this level, it's a lot harder to go from 120 out, so I was kind of just waiting for the sweet spot, which was, you know, in this case, a little bit closer.
Are you worrying at all, or are you just, I've done this so many times, I'm still okay?
I was definitely not as confident as the other times. But listen, you know, I know if I kicked hard, I had, you know, going into it, I tried not looking at any of the first or second heat, so I had no idea what I needed at all. So I finished, and I was kind of looking at the crowd to see if anyone knew, just to kind of get some reaction from anyone. And, you know, until I heard, Shane, you're in, you know, obviously it was a little relief. But, you know, obviously that's not going to work on Sunday. So back to business, talk to my coach, try to figure out a game plan to make sure I'm in the game a little bit closer and, you know, just a little bit closer to the pack, and maybe the kick will be a little bit more effective.
Did you see the times after the race, like with Hobbs Kessler and Brandon Miller? They both ran 1:43.7.
Yeah, so I had no idea how fast they ran. Only our heat was up on the thing, so I only knew how we ran. And then Eric Holt ran and jumped and gave me a big hug, and I beat him, so I kind of figured that I was in too. And from there, that's kind of how I knew that we both secured it.
You think if it's a 1:43 race in the final, you think you can run that?
Yeah, I definitely think I'm ready. Confidence is there. I just think I need to be a little bit more engaged. That's what me and my coach has been talking about. I tried moving, I'm working on it each race. So, you know, got to get a little bit better at it now, and hopefully I can execute on Sunday.
Before NCAAs, like you said, you're in the Olympic trials, 800 final. Like, what would have come through your head? Like, what would you thought?
Yeah, it's definitely super surreal. You know, I'm kind of not taking it for granted, but it's taking advantage of this opportunity right now. Obviously, I'm hot right now. Things are kind of looking really well, and you know, I made it to the Olympic trials final, so not much else I can really do, and just kind of relying on the confidence. You know, back to a little reset the next 2 days, and I'll be ready for Sunday.
Shane, you've been compared to UVA alum and Rio Olympian Robbie Andrews a lot recently. Have you had any connection with him and kind of been mentored by him a little bit since then?
Yeah, me and him spoke a little bit after NCAAs. It was super brief just because my coach was kind of making me, not making me, but we were focusing on the trials, you know, talked to him for a little bit. Obviously, you know, the races are practically identical. So, you know, it's a step in the right direction. You know, hopefully I can repeat what he does and make the Olympic team and, you know, make another UVA great, go to the Olympics. So that's the goal. I mean, it's always being a free sport athlete, just kind of big crowds, kind of having a lot of attention on myself. So it's, you know, obviously it's a little bit bigger now, and obviously an individual sport, it shows out a little bit more. But you know, I just gotta go out there and race and have fun with that. I was kind of just talking to my coach, like, the fun's just starting. You know, the prelim was fun, prelim was fine, but like, you know, this was kind of, you know, once you make the final, anything can happen. You know, you never know. Like, a thing new, obviously shockers happen, and you know, I'm confident I made the final, and you know, from there anyone can make it. You know, going back to my coach Vin when he was at Oregon, like, you know, Weeding made it as a sophomore, so you know, anything can happen at this point, and just relying on the confidence and taking it from there.
Will you watch any tape in terms of like preparing for the final, determining like sort of what other guys are preparing for others? Yeah. Are we going to watch tape at all? Or?
I mean, probably a little bit, but it won't be anything too much. I mean, obviously at this point I know how a lot of the guys run. It's probably going to go pretty hard, so I just got to be ready and be confident. But I got to get going, so thank you guys so much.
Nice job. Thanks, Shane.